Westfield Memorial Hospital provides high-quality health care to residents of Western New York, offering patients the most sophisticated medical advancements while keeping the ease and familiarity of a community hospital. Support for Chautauqua Sunrise has been provided by WRFA 107.9 FM, Jamestown's public radio station, streaming online 24/7 at WRFALP.com. Low power to the people. Meter's Restaurant, a family tradition for over 50 years in downtown Ripley, is a proud supporter of Chautauqua Sunrise. Meter's provides all-day dining, banquet services, and custom catering, specializing in pie. Funding for Chautauqua Sunrise is provided in part by the Chautauqua County Industrial Development Agency, with offices in Jamestown and Dunkirk, helping businesses to prosper throughout Chautauqua County. From supporting people with disabilities to enjoy great lives, to providing health care services that are available to anyone, the Resource Center has been improving our county for more than 60 years. Learn more about how the Resource Center makes a positive difference in people's lives.
Is getting vaccinated on your to-do list? We can help you check it off, because we make getting vaccinated easy. You've got this, because we've got you. To learn more, visit yougotthis.usaging.org.
From the Access Chautauqua Studios in Mayville, it's Chautauqua Sunrise. Chautauqua Sunrise is hosted by Doc Hamels and supported by the award-winning volunteers at Access Chautauqua. We are here to share local news, colorful interviews, and events of interest to everyone. Chautauqua Sunrise is broadcast live Saturday mornings each week from 9 to 10 a.m. Send events via email or call us live. Check us out on YouTube and Facebook. And now, from the Access Chautauqua Studios, it's Chautauqua Sunrise.
There we go. Good morning, everyone. That was a little different start to the show. Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Chautauqua Sunrise. I'm Doc Hamels, and well, happy holidays. Well, I hope you all made it through Christmas all right. Woo! We had 40 family members at Meter's Christmas Eve, and little kids running around and having a great time, and of course lots of good food and frolicking with everybody, and everybody, well, a lot of family members hadn't seen each other in a while, so that was really nice. Hope your Christmas Eve was nice, and Christmas Day, 14 people at our house to open presents. It looked like an ocean of paper and ribbons and everything else, but that's nothing new. So I hope you all are healthy and well. Hey, if you're driving today, please give yourself a little extra time, especially up here in the hill in Mayville. When down on the lake roads, it's wet and a little bit foggy, but when you get up here on the hill, I don't know how it was in Jamestown, Randy?
It was just raining.
Just raining. Up here on the hill, it's really misty and icy. I think you could hit black ice if you're not careful. So just kind of take your time. Watch ahead of time for the weather, and so be safe. All right, well, I want to say good morning to everyone that's watching us throughout the world. Good afternoon to everyone that's watching us throughout the world. I want to do a shout out always to our friends over in the Ukraine. Hope you're being safe, and I know things are continue to be kind of tough out there, but we wish you nonetheless the best and hope things come to a successful conclusion for everybody. And that's Natalia and all her friends. All right, we are live at the moment, as far as I know. So if you want to give us a call at 716-753-5225. And Mike from Portland, if you're watching, we're going to be talking about you here in a little bit, because we're going to go to our predictions from last year and see how we all fared. If you want to give us a call, did I already say what the number was? I don't think I did that yet. 716 I'm out of shape here. 716-753-5225. You take a week off and you forget how to do all this. Throughout the week, if you want to send us an announcement or something that's going on in your community, you can email us at Chautauqua Sunrise, all one word, at gmail.com. And we do get mail from folks, and we appreciate that. So remember, we try to share your news one way or the other, and it's free of charge. All right, so good afternoon to our listeners on WRFA 107.9, low power to the people in Jamestown. Thanks for listening in. We have a fun show. This is always our show at the end of the year that we do with the crew here. We bring folks on that help me throughout the year, and the key people. We couldn't do this show without them. And we talk a little bit about what happened in the last year, and we talk about some predictions from last year. We predict what's going to happen this coming year, and resolutions, if we even have one. And we're not very good at keeping resolutions, I don't think, here, but we try. Anyways, Chris, that's true. Well, we'll get to Chris here in a minute. Justin, here's a little quiz for you. How much snow does 1 inch of rain make? 1 inch for 1 inch of rain?
Sure.
Jeff says 7 to 8 inches. I checked with Siri this morning, and you're saying 4. It's actually 13 inches of snow from 1 inch of rain. And now think about how much rain we've got this week. Don't complain about the rain. I bet we would have at least 1.5 feet or 2 foot of rain, snow if it had been snow instead of rain. So, all right. It's coming. I want to say good morning to some family members that are watching the show, I believe, from Maryland, the state of. They're down there for a wedding, so without mentioning my brother's name, Bob, and then my sister-in-law, Peg, and anyone else that's down there, good morning, Maryland. Let's see. We did our last week. We did my children's Christmas story, and Randy, got good news. ABC Printing contacted me, and they want to print my book. All I got to do is give them $10,000. Yeah, right now. No. Anyways, for those of you that watched that, I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed writing the book, and hopefully we'll have more books to come in the future. I know it was a long series. Maybe you broke it up in 2, but it's going to be out there on YouTube forever and ever. All right, let's see what else we got here. All right, let's get to some announcements, and then we're going to have some fun with the crew here. All right, I was practicing my W's this morning because our friends at Infinity always throw these crazy alliterations. That's where the words all have to start with the same letter. So ready? Here we go. Jamestown artists debut Wood Wide Web. You crazy wabbit. Art show at Pearl City Playhouse. Pearl City Playhouse at 220 East 2nd Street in Jamestown announces a new duo exhibition, Wood Wide Web, featuring Miles Hilton's fiber installation and Wendy Bale's ceramic and paper artwork. A public reception and artist talk will be held on January 12 from 5 to 7 p.m. The underground network that connects trees, the Wood Wide Web, is the motivating force behind these gallery installations. The artists weave together their different mediums to bring viewers into the sub-terrestrial realm and beyond. Sounds pretty cool. Miles Hilton, a Jamestown-based fiber artist, is contributing Through the Roots, that's his work, an immersive fiber sculptural installation that invites viewers into the underground world of soil networks, the interconnected roots, oh boy, here we go, mycelia and animal tunnels, and mineral veins that support plants and animal life. He says, I'm interested in triggering somatic experience, he says, in inviting people to share a perspective that humans as above ground animals don't always prioritize. So we're going to look underground. They do this by suspending roots and root crowns from a large wooden frame, creating a sort of room inset into the gallery space that viewers can enter. Colorful hand-spun yarn and multicolored glass and plastic beads decorate and connect the roots, intertwining the grown and the human-made. The color and sparkle is their way of evoking the sense of underground life, he says. If you think underground is your first thought, might be of wet, suffocating darkness, but to the creatures that live there, That's how it appears. It's just as alive as Times Square might be for us. So it's a whole world underneath our feet. Through the Roots, like much of Hilton's work, is a conversation with plants and an attempt to convey something convey something of their personhood and their relationship with humans to the viewer. All right, then artist Wendy Bale works primarily in clay and paper sculpture. Her ceramic mushroom menagerie. I have to say these words slow because I will get totally tongue-tied. Mushroom menagerie features over 100 realistically detailed fungi, or fungi, depending on how you say it. I've continued to add more and more mushrooms to this collection over the past year, noted Bale. Mostly, native species I found in our local forests. Recent additions include a colorful fairy ring of wood bluets and a larger-than-life bioluminescent mushroom paper sculpture. A highlight of Bale's interpretation of the theme includes a series of framed mushroom spore prints. Oh, I've seen those. Those are really interesting. Prints made from actual mushroom spores are used to help scientifically identify species. But when she made the first one, it looked immediately as art, she says. I'm delighted to be able to present this exhibition with Miles. We both find this subject fascinating and look forward to sharing it with the community. Wood Wide Web will be on display January 12th through February 24th. It is open during regular gallery hours. Hey, if you want more information, go to the pearlcityclayhouse.org and then just follow the line that way. All right, let me say that one more time. That was kind of fun. Wood Wide Web. Instead of World Wide Web, it's Wood Wide Web. Say that 20 times. All right, mark your calendars. Coming up, it seems hard to believe that we're already talking about this. The Mayville Winter Festival preparations underway. The annual Mayville Winter Festival is scheduled for President's Day weekend, February 16th through the 18th, and there's room for all to participate. This year, the organizing committee is working to create a unique vendor experience that will enhance the event for vendors and attendees. All the vendors will be in one easy-to-find location under a large heated tent, so visitors will be more likely to see all the merchandise in one place rather than having it spread out in several locations across the wide expanse of Lakeside Park. Weather permitting, the Mayville Winters Festival is headlined by the construction of a large ice castle. One year it was a snow castle since there was not enough ice on the lake, but some years there was no castle at all due to the weather conditions. As a result, the committee is working to create some energy around the festival regardless of the weather. This new way to promote local vendors is part of that effort. Anyone that's interested in being a vendor, food provider, or sponsor of this year's 2024 Mayville Winter Festival can sign online through the Chamber's web calendar. If you have any questions, of course, you can give Coordinator Shannon a call at 716-484-1101, extension 208. One more time, 716-484-1101, extension 208. All right, and they're going to have a planning meeting for the festival on January 3 at 6:30 in the Carlson Community Center over at the park. Then, I know this is one of Randy's favorites, Doors Open Jamestown in February 3. Doors Open Jamestown will return February 3 with a number of Jamestown area museums and attractions participating. The list of venues is not complete yet, but will be finalized in early January, so stay tuned. In the meantime, save the date, Saturday, February 3, and be prepared for a terrific free day at numerous local attractions. So the deal here is simple. February 3rd, they set aside for the locals, us guys, the local natives of Chautauqua County in the area, to participate in certain events that normally have to pay to enter or for tourists. And this is a one-day freebie that you can go to a lot of these places. But I got to tell you right now, one of the secrets is some of these you got to register ahead of time. For instance, I think the Comedy Center and a couple other places because they can only accept so many people. February 3rd, keep your eye posted in the newspaper, and we will certainly announce those right here. All right, let's see here. I'm going to come back to the Mayville Winter Festival because there's a little bit more here to talk about. Let's see. Their goal this year is to create fun, family-friendly event filled with activities, vendors, and concessions. They're looking for sponsorships to help offset the costs associated with hosting this event, and as well as giving back to local organizations such as the Chautauqua Lake Central School activities, the Chautauqua Lake Snowmobile Club, and others. As a sponsor, you will gain recognition through the Chamber's website, social media, like us guys, and traditional media, and so forth. They're going to kick off the ceremony on February 16th and continue right through the weekend of February 17 and 18. So without going through all the different sponsorships, it goes anywhere from $50, which is a simple thank you very much, and you'll be noted on certain media platforms, all the way up through a $5,000 sponsorship to help with the fireworks. And there's various levels, so everybody can participate. They appreciate all sponsorship information in return no later than January 13th, and that's not very far away. So if you're interested, once again, you can give them a call at 484-1101. All right. And then Dunkirk, what do we got going on here? Okay, this is kind of just community information, I guess you'd call it. At the December 19th meeting of the IDA, which is the economic driver of our county, they gave incentives to Wells Enterprise Incorporated. The incentives, which include payment in lieu of taxes, which is sometimes called a pilot, and sales tax exemption, will assist the company with a multi-million renovation of the existing facility in Dunkirk. In 2023, Wells Enterprises announced plans for the expansion of its Dunkirk manufacturing facility located at 1 Ice Cream Drive. Wouldn't that be a nice address, 1 Ice Cream Drive? The facility plays an important role in the company's expansion plans for the company's national manufacturing network of its Blue Bunny, Halo Top, Bomb Pop, and Blue Ribbon classic brands. The expansion is anticipated to more than double the facility its current production output and help support their continued plans for growth in novelty and packaged ice cream. While enabling future innovation, it will result in the retention of over 400 jobs once completed and add over 200 jobs. So good on all those folks. Ferraro Group has recently acquired Wells Enterprises operations and the brands. Okay, so that's going on right now, and these are things I'd like to share with you because, first of all, it's good to know that things are happening all over the county financially and economically, and well, things are happening, and jobs are being created. And we're proud to have the Chautauqua IDA as one of our underwriters here. So we're going to take a little breather right now, and then we're going to bring on the crew, and we're going to talk about what we predicted in resolutions from last year and answer some possible answers for the future in 2024. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
I'm not trained to do that kind of stuff. I never thought I had it in me. I didn't think I had the time. But then I took the first step. Is there a fire in you? Volunteer at www.fireinu.com.
There you have that. So we're going to begin, as we always do each year, with our you're a multitasker. You do a little bit of everything here, Randy Burt. He answers phones. He takes calls. He cameraman, stills, and all kinds of stuff. Good morning, Randy.
Well, what's up, Doc?
What's that, Jeff? Okay.
I'll wait.
Okay, we're going to wait.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, Mike. Good morning.
Hi, Doc.
How are you? Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. How are you doing?
Good. Same to you. Here, I'll turn my TV down a little more.
All right. Well, you must be. You heard me call you out.
I did. I was trying to figure a good time to call in, so I figured out during the commercial was a good time.
Bam! Right on the money.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to put you on first. How's that?
Sounds good.
All right.
Sounds good.
Well, Mike, you participated in last year's predictions and resolutions, and would you like to hear how you did in the results?
Sure.
And then I got a few that you can predict for this coming year. How's that?
All right. Sounds good.
So, Mike from Portland, here we go. The first question was, will the Bills be in the Super Bowl last year? That would have been for 2022. You said yes.
No.
Didn't make it. Will there be convictions of White House individuals, from the White House individual during the January 6th attack? And so you said yes, and that's true. There were a number of people that were convicted that were involved with that whole, when they attacked the
Right, the
Congress.
insurrection, yeah.
Right. I'm not sure why we put this one on here because we can't answer this one. It says, will there be Biden versus Trump? So I guess we're just going to cross that right out because that doesn't even make sense because we don't know. So just forget that one.
Okay.
We're going to do that one later. All right.
Okay.
Green Christmas. You said no. It was a green Christmas.
It was.
We said gas was $3.50 back then, and it was going to be up or down, and you said up. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's actually down. At least everywhere else I look. I don't know. In Jamestown, is it up or down?
$3.59.
$3.59.
Yeah, $3.50.
Whoa.
You're right, Mike.
Well, in Ripley, you can get it for $3.19.
Oh, is that it?
All right, so we're gonna do.
Is that by the Thruway?
Yeah.
I don't want to say the company name, but yeah.
Oh, I can say it. It's Love's.
Okay, all right. Now in Brockton, gas is $3.55.
Really? It's
And
all
in
over the place.
Dunkirk, Fredonia, it's about $3.69.
Oh boy. Well, I guess we'd give you a half a point for that one.
Okay.
All right, and then stock market up or down? You said up. So that was correct because the stock market is definitely up.
Yeah.
Mike, you did a resolution like me. Did you lose weight or exercise?
I exercised, yes. Did I lose weight? No.
All right, we'll give you a half a point. So, Mike, you got 1, 2, 3 points. Congratulations. We'll see how you fare in the total. So, Mike, as far as our predictions for this coming year, I have these questions. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Belichick.
Do I get a point for that?
What, for answering questions?
Yeah, for saying I'm ready to answer questions.
He really is trying to get points here. All right. So Chris is following. He'll keep track of this for next year. So the first question is: will Belichick be a coach next year?
Oh my goodness. I don't know who he is.
Oh, he's the coach of the Patriots.
Okay. I'll say yes.
Okay. Will the Bills be in the playoff this year?
Ooh.
Tough question.
Oh, it is. It is. I'm a Bills fan. I'll say yes.
All right.
With some reservation, but I'm still going to say yes.
Okay. Now, this is the question that we had for last year, and I don't know why we asked it last year. Will there be a Biden-Trump re-election scenario? So those will be the two candidates.
I think I'm gonna stay with yes.
Okay. All right. Let's see what you said last year. Yeah. All
I
right.
did say yes last year. I wasn't sure after that.
I know, but I don't even know why I asked it because that wasn't even possible back then. All right. These two are tough. All right. Do you think there will be a peaceful resolution in the Ukraine-Russian situation by next year?
I'm guardedly going to say yes.
Okay.
I think it's got to come to an end sometime.
Oh, please. All right. And then, of course, the same question, peaceful resolution in the Middle East.
Oh, boy. I want to be optimistic. I'll be optimistic and say yes.
All right. You're very optimistic today, Mike. All right.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know if you can see can you see the TV screen?
Yes, I can.
All right. I'm going to show something here right now. And this is one of those mathematical formulas that you have to think about. But do you have any idea what this stands for? And you can say no. That's okay.
I guess I better say no.
Okay. Well, I'm going to ask the others. So now Randy's looking at me going, oh, boy. All right. So that's just an extra question for fun, and I'll give the answer to this later, but you can stay tuned. Well, Mike, thanks for calling in, and we'll see how you do. So right now you're at 3 points, and so let's see how the rest of the crew did, okay?
All right.
All right. We'll talk to you next time. Take care.
Right.
Thanks for calling in.
Bye-bye.
All right. All right, now we're going to get to Randy, who is our all-purpose guy, photographer, a phone answerer, I don't know. What else you do around here?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sleep. Keep Jeff awake.
Somebody's got to sleep here. So, Randy, you had some interesting events this year in your life, you know?
Oh, yeah. We finally got a house.
Got a house.
Been living in an apartment for like over 8 years, and it was terrible. I'm surprised. Never got shot.
Never got
There's
shot.
shootings on both sides, so that's
Kind of a rough
hopefully
neighborhood.
we're in a little better, quieter neighborhood now.
Very nice. Congratulations. So you guys, I know you as a family have been working hard at that.
Well, I mean, it's been a long summer.
Have you ever owned a house before?
I have.
You have. Okay. So this is sort of like getting back into your own. You know, I was going to share this with your sons. They'll be on in a little bit. The Irish have a saying that their goal in life is to own their own front door. That's a saying, and you know, and that means a lot to people when you think about it. Is that you can go and you can go through your own door and close it, and on the other side is your house and it's your domain, and nobody can bother you there. So that's important. So congratulations on you guys in doing that. We'll talk a little bit more with Chris and Justin on that in a bit. So looking back, let's see how you did on last year, and then we have a few other things. So. You said Bills in the Super Bowl. You said no. You got a point.
It's never going to happen.
You said conviction of the White House individuals regarding the January 6th attack. You said no. There was. You said Green Christmas. You said yes. You got a point.
Whoa.
So there you're up to 2 points. Gas $3.50 up or down. You said up. Now, I guess I got to give everybody a half a point for that one. I think everybody gets a half point because, like I said, in Ripley, technically, it's.
You guys live in a nice place. I mean, we got the gas company closer to us, and they still.
Okay, stock market up or down. You said up, and you were correct.
Whoa.
All right, now the resolution. Don't you fib on this one?
I don't remember.
Become Bills fan.
No.
All right. So
Never.
1, 2, 3, 3.5 points. All right. So we'll ask you the same questions now. Will Bill Belichick be a coach next year? Because he's evidently done in New England, from what I'm told.
I think he just might go to Buffalo. Buffalo's not doing good. They need a better coach. Maybe he'll bring his former quarterback in, and maybe they'll win.
Oh my God!
So
yes, he's hiding over. He goes, I can't believe he just said those things.
He's going to Buffalo.
All right,
but he will be a coach.
Okay. Oh, I hadn't thought of that scenario. Okay, always count on you, Randy. Bills in the playoff this year. You're going to make it to the playoffs. You don't have to go to the Super Bowl, just to the playoffs.
They're only going to come.
We're so close.
They're only going to come as visitors.
Going to come as visitors.
They're going to have tickets like everybody else.
So that's a no.
That's a no.
No. Okay. Do you think that we'll have a return of the Biden-Trump re-election scenario?
Oh yeah, I hope so. Because the first name we can cut off, but the second name I hope to see be president.
Okay. So you say yes on
yes.
that one. Okay. Now, you heard me talk with Mike a little bit. How about the Ukraine-Russia situation? You think it's going to be peacefully ended?
I don't know. I think we're getting into it now, so I don't think so. Even though it would be so nice, it's just we're going to get in, and it's just going to keep going on and on. I mean, we're starting to make ammo locally now. So.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
You know things.
They started a company down in Falconer's making ammo because they can't get enough ammo. But for the people over there, both places, I just hope it gets over. But I just have this weird feeling it probably won't.
Okay. And then let's clarify peaceful resolution in the Middle East. Then
No.
the other,
No.
Okay. It's such a sad situation.
Sad it is.
All right. Looking forward. You got any particular resolution you're thinking about trying to do this coming year?
Do I have a resolution? I'm going to try to be a little nicer to the Bills fans. It probably
won't take much.
No. I beat them up every week.
Pretty regular.
I usually take the beating at the end, but I get the brains going.
All right. So you're going to be a nicer Bills fan. Okay. Anything that you want to share that you did this year besides the house that was kind of an event that stood out in your life?
We didn't do a lot of trips this year, but we did go to Chris and I and two of us co-workers went to New York in December, and we all ended up, three of us ended up with Bancroft, but all it did was rain, and we got up in the Statue of Liberty. I made it up a ways, but I'm claustrophobic, and there was almost 100 stairs to get right up in the statue.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I couldn't do it. I just sat there and waited and waited, and They all come out of there sort of weird. Two girls made it up. Chris made it part way, but they come out
Okay.
really weird.
All right. Well, listen, I hope you have a wonderful new year, and we'll see how your resolution works out and your predictions. And thanks for all that you do here at the studio.
Oh, it was fun.
All right. Well, let's bring.
I got to unhook this now.
You have to unhook that, and we got to bring on number 2 son. Justin is going to come on. Justin Burt is next, right? So let's do a switch here. So, folks, we're having a little fun here today at Chautauqua Sunrise. We do this every year. This is, I think, our 10th time that we've done this, perhaps. And I know that we really are pretty lousy at predicting, but we'll give it a shot. So we're going to be bringing on Justin Burt, Randy's son, and we're going to go through the same drill a little bit. And good morning, Justin. How are you?
Good morning, Doc. How are you?
A lot of people don't see you. Well, they hardly ever see you on camera. So let's bring you on.
That's good.
You have a headgear. What's that all about?
Well, this is what I talk to Jeff or listen to him sometimes if I gotta change the camera angle on someone. If Doc, you move,
Lean over.
and sit there for a while, I gotta center
Wake
you.
up there, guy. Get him centered.
And then
go the other way. Yeah.
just like Chris is doing right now.
So really, you're my main cameraman here in the studio, right?
I try to be.
Well, you do, and I know that a lot of people appreciate you. I call you my concierge. You give people coffee or tea, and you take care of their microphones and stuff like that. And we certainly do appreciate all you do all year. So you had a good Christmas, huh?
Well, it wasn't too bad.
Well, in your new house, and you got your own privacy now and everything else?
Yeah.
Good.
And the way my dad talks about the Bills fans, we may not have gotten shot over on printer gas,
But it's
but we're
gonna happen
definitely going now.
So looking back, anything that...
So just
Yeah.
to let everyone know,
Okay.
his room's on the back of the house.
Back of the house.
Chris and I are on the front of the house. We're not that bad of Bills.
So if you're looking for Brandy, he's in the back.
Yeah.
Okay, I got that. So I'll hold this up. Any idea what that stands for?
Unfortunately, Chris already told me.
Oh,
so
no, if you already know the answer.
I do know the answer.
All right, then keep it to yourself then. All right.
I'll let you know tomorrow.
All right. Okay. Looking back, anything that stood out in your past year that was kind of cool?
Just getting this house has been a very long trip.
I remember when you guys were still trying to get the house and going through all the paperwork with the land bank and then you had all the contractors and all the surprises. But you're there, and that's really cool. Well,
Yes.
I'm so happy for you guys. All right. Was there any show this year that stands out that you say, wow, that was a pretty cool show, or moved you in a particular way? Because I know some of them have moved me. I mean, I've left here sometimes really thinking, woo.
Yeah, there's some. I do really like it when you have musicians come
Yeah,
in.
that's always fun, isn't it? It's really upbeat. And we're going to have some more coming this year, so that'll be a lot of fun. All right, let's see how you did last year.
I also liked your story that you
did?
read.
Well,
Yeah.
that makes 3 of you.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure a lot of people.
Did you like how it ended?
Yes.
Okay, that's the best part of it, right? I think it is. When I wrote it, I go, oh, that's cool. So, folks,
And that's the thing with writing. You may have it planned out how you want it to go, and then somehow it just
took a life of its own.
take a life of its
So
own.
what Justin's referring to, folks, is last week we had a taping of a book I wrote called "The Marvelous Mission" or "Mission of Marcus Finnegan's Travels," and it's a Christmas story for kids, and it's on YouTube, so you can watch it. But it's long; you have to break it up. But so our Harry Potter movies, they're like 3 hours, so this isn't even quite that long. So you ready to face the music here and see how you did? All right.
Hopefully, I did better than 3.5.
All right, Bills in the Super Bowl. You said yes, so that's a no. Conviction of those folks in the attack on during the January 6th attack, and you said no. Green Christmas, you said no.
I'm doing great for being bad.
All right, now we have to throw this for the judges here. It said gas $3.50 up or down, and you said the same. What do I do with that? I don't think that's a point. I'll give you half a point. All right. You said stock market up or down. You said up. That's right. So you get 1 point for that. You're not doing so well. Let's see how you did. This is now you gotta be honest about this one. I said resolution, forget less.
I didn't remember that one.
Justin, you scored 1.5 points. Mike from Portland.
Could be worse.
Mike from Portland has you beat by two times. All right, your dad's got you, definitely. So, all right, let's get to our predictions for the coming year. Belichick, you think he's going to be a coach?
No.
Okay. Bills in the playoff this year. They're right at the doorstep. Commit. Yes or no?
Fine. Let him in.
Let him in. So that's a yes. You think we're going to see another Biden-Trump re-election scenario?
No.
Okay. Oh, okay. So there's going to be a shakeup, you're thinking?
Oh, I think so.
All right. Tough questions. Peaceful resolution in the Ukraine. What do you think?
By the end of next year, sure.
Okay. We'll be hopeful. And I know we've been hoping for the last year and a half here now, so that's a good thought. Now, a peaceful resolution in the Middle East.
No.
That's going to be a tough one, huh? Anything that you want to resolve that you hope to do in the coming year?
I don't know. Maybe lose some weight.
Okay.
Of course, I'll probably end up gaining it back, so does that count?
You will tell me honestly at the end of next year. So lose weight. I think.
No, I won't.
You're going to lie to me. Anything for a point.
Yes.
All right, well.
I mean, I only got 1.5 this time. I got to be not so honest. Maybe I'll get more.
All right, well, we'll see. All right, well, thanks for all you do here. And we're going to.
Oh, I tried.
We're going to bring Jeff on here in a second. So, well, good luck with your home. And let's see. You're a Miami fan, right? No,
Chris is a Miami fan.
Your brother's a Miami fan. So the Bears, you're a Bears fan, and we'll talk about that next year.
Or we could not talk about it.
Or we not talk about it. All right. Well, thank you, and we're going to bring Jeff on. So we're just going to do a little break here and move ahead. So if you'll switch out. All right. Well, folks, I hope you're listening, and maybe you're writing this down, and then you can put your answers like on the refrigerator or something, and just see how things work out. It's kind of fun, and we enjoy doing this sort of thing. So we're going to be bringing on a non-Burt member of the crew here. And I want to welcome back to to this part of the studio Jeff Zook, who is our head engineer. So Jeff, how are you?
I'm doing good.
You made it through Christmas all right? Did you get together with your family?
Yeah, we got together on Saturday, so Monday, Christmas Day, was actually pretty quiet. I did get a call from both my daughters. So. Nice.
Okay.
Yep.
No, one's out west, right?
Actually, they're both out in Denver.
Both in Denver now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shelly's, my oldest daughter, is working at University of Colorado in HR department, helping the ROTC get their commissions into the Army.
Really?
Yes.
That's an interesting job.
She loves it.
I've never heard of such a thing. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the ROTC program is one that trains military officers outside of West Point, the regular military colleges.
You're in college, right?
Yes.
So I went to Buff State. So if it had a ROTC program, I could go through the Buff State through the ROTC, and when I graduate, I come out a second lieutenant or something like that. Or,
yes, exactly. She helps them do all the paperwork to get their commissions.
Okay. Now, is that for the Air Force? Because the Air Force base is out in Colorado.
Yes, there are several out there. There's some Army bases out there. NORAD's out there in the mountain nearby. Good. So, yeah, Colorado has a lot of military going on.
You had a busy year this year with all the things you've been doing. I know you and your brother did some travel. Anything you want to chat about that you're looking back for 2023?
Yeah, we did a trip early September out to Denver to see my daughters. Mm-hmm. And one of the interesting things that we tried to do was ride down Pikes Peak on mountain bikes. Pikes Peek is...
I just sat here quietly. It's like, what?
Pikes Peak is...
14,000.
14,100 and some feet.
I've been at the top.
Yeah, all the way at the top. There's a really nice area up there, a visitor area and everything else. The thing about it is, it's 30 degrees cooler on the peak than it is in the valley.
Absolutely correct.
That's the average.
Right.
We went from 50 or 55 degrees in the morning to just below freezing at the peak.
How'd you get to the top with your bikes? With a cable car?
We went to a outfitter
Okay.
that supplied the bikes, all the equipment, everything else. They drove our bikes to the top. They sent us up on the Pikes Peak Tramway
Yes. Okay.
from Manitou Springs. It goes from Manitou
I
Springs.
know exactly where that is. I've been on it.
Yes, very interesting ride.
That's great.
Yes, go up, and
Was there any snow?
there was not at that time. It was there were some pockets of snow, but
Yeah,
it was
sure.
very small.
People don't realize there's nothing up there. I mean,
No,
there's
absolutely
no
nothing but
vegetation,
rock.
nothing.
Yeah, absolutely nothing but rocks and lichens and little groundhog type animals.
There's a raven up there, a type, I think, Arctic raven that lives up there. I've seen, or
Yeah,
something like that.
You
yeah.
you hit on it exactly. It's an Arctic region because of altitude.
So you rode down Pikes Peak on a bicycle.
On a mountain bicycle.
A lot of switchbacks or what?
Well, we missed the top half because the winds were blowing at 40 miles an hour gusts.
Woo! So would you walk it?
No, the outfitter had a vehicle,
Okay, wouldn't let you on
and
until you got down.
it was a group decision. You know, it was like no, not 40 miles an
No,
hour.
they'll stay- you
No
never get in.
guardrails.
Oh, good Lord, no.
No guardrails on the side of the road, and it's like
Wow.
straight down. It's pretty much a 60 or 70 degree angle off the side of the road.
As they say, it's not the fall that bothers you; it's a sudden stop.
Well, this would have been the fall because it would have been continuous. It would have been continuous. You see the guys falling down off the mountains on skis and stuff. They keep rolling and sliding. Yeah, that would on
That's all
rocks. No.
Oh.
So we started at the halfway point and they extended the ride out on the other end. It was really rather interesting. So that was a lot of fun.
Great. Any particular show this year that stands out to you that we covered, or a topic or anything like that?
Not so much the topic. There was a couple in November that were super busy. We had lots of guests and lots of information to get ready to go and everything else. And I can't remember exactly the shows, but they were in November, and it was some of the busiest I've done around here.
And folks, you may not realize that, but when people come here, first stop is Jeff. Name, graphics, video uploads, whatever. You
Photo
bring
uploads.
all that into the computers and that, and we appreciate all you do because
With the help of Chris.
Of course, yeah.
He's up next.
All right, and so everybody's working in team effort here, and to make each show happen.
And the worst thing I do is get the wrong graphic up.
That happens, and that's not a problem. It just happens. Are you aware of what this is, by any chance?
I am.
Oh, darn. All right, we won't say that. So we'll talk about that at the very end. So I got a couple of people that do, a couple of people that don't. All right, so you ready for the resolutions or predictions? Here we go. Belichick, is he going to be a coach next year? He's supposed to get bounced out of New England, from what I've read.
Yeah, from what I heard, he's not doing well. Partially, probably because he lost his quarterback. They made a great team, and it was like, I don't see it.
Okay.
I don't think he's doing well enough to
Stick around.
maintain.
But somebody else could pick him up.
This is true. I'm not going to go there.
So what do you think? Will he be coaching somewhere next year?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think
They'll
so.
take a year off. Who knows? Okay, Bills in the playoff this year. What do you think? They're right at the door.
Yeah, they're knocking on the door of the wild card, which I think is going to be decided this weekend. I think.
White knuckle time.
Like you, I watch football for entertainment. I really don't follow. I don't follow each player.
Get emotionally involved, huh?
I try not to get too involved. It's just such a letdown.
Yeah, it can be. So you're hopeful? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Everybody surprises me with their answers on this next one. The Biden-Trump re-election scenario.
I don't think it'll happen.
So you don't see the two of them in there, one way or the other. Okay.
The two of them may not even be in there at all.
Yeah.
Either one of them.
Yeah. It's still got a year.
That would make me very happy to see
Some new blood, maybe.
some new blood. Nikki
Haley?
Haley from South Carolina is one of the front runners, and she was actually endorsed by the Cooks. So It was the Cook brothers. One of the brothers
Right.
died. Now it's Cook Corporation or something.
Right, they're the money guys for sure.
Yep, and they've thrown a lot of money at her already.
Okay, so that's a possibility. All right, peaceful resolution in the Ukraine. What do you think? You're a former military. You maybe look at things a little different. It's a slippery slope we're on right now.
Yeah, it really is because there's been some minor saber rattling from some of the other countries that are bordering them. I think what'll happen is the war will grind to a halt, and everything will kind of get a status quo where it is. Not the best resolution, but it'll get kind of status quo.
So yes, the best we can.
Yeah, that's probably going to be the best resolution unless Russia gets more
Aggressive or whatever.
more aggressive than what they are. There went my mic.
There you went your mic. I know that feeling. I step on mine quite regularly. So while you're fishing that up, folks, you're watching Chautauqua Sunrise, and we're going through our predictions and resolutions. And up right now is Jeff Zook, our head engineer, who is repairing his microphone setup. And I do this quite regularly. You probably don't ever notice it because I usually have a dark jacket on. It just slips right off. There we go. You're back.
All right, I'm back.
All right, resolution in the Middle East, a peaceful one, do you think, in this coming year?
No, that's a 4,000-year-old problem that's been there,
Yeah.
and there's just so much ethnic and racial histories and everything else, and it's just there's never going to be a real solution to that.
Pretty, so complicated.
Yeah, exactly.
I sit there and I try to figure it out, and I think you really have to be a historian to know all those things.
Exactly, and it's just there is so much history in that area, both religious, ethnic, and just plain old people history, and a lot of it is conflict from like I said, 4,000 years ago. It started.
And people have long memories, I guess you'd say.
They do.
Okay, so let's go through your chart here. Bills in the Super Bowl. You said yes. No. Conviction of the individuals in the January 6th. You said no. Green Christmas. You get a point. We had a green Christmas. On gasoline, you said the same. So I'm giving everybody half a point on that one.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
Yeah, stock market, up or down. You said up. You get a point for that one. More, and then your resolution. You remember what your resolution was?
I do not.
More miles on your bike. So only you would know this.
I got about 1,100 this year, which is pretty much average.
So we'll give you yes. Do you think you broke the year before?
No, I don't think so. I don't. The past 3 years, I've been running about 1,100 to 1,200 miles a year on my bike.
So how do we answer that?
Half a point.
Half a point. Okay. So so you are tied with Mike from Portland, and Randy still. How did Randy get a half point ahead of you? I don't know.
No.
How's this possible? All right. So 1,200 miles. That's a lot of riding.
Yeah, that's
not. But your brother does a little bit more than that, huh?
Yes.
Well, he's like 3,000-4,000, isn't he?
I think he passed 4,000 this year. That's with his spin. He's got a home trainer and everything else. That's all home trainer miles and everything. So,
okay.
But there's some people out there that do 5,000 and 6,000 road miles a year. They're still riding.
All right.
Are you going to ride this year?
That's my resolution.
I got an old trainer at the house for you.
I have a trainer in the basement.
Oh, you do have a trainer?
Yeah, I got it from your brother.
Oh, okay.
So
I did not realize that you had a trainer.
Yep, I have no excuses.
January 1st.
January 1st.
No, January 2nd.
Well, Jeff Zook, thanks for joining us today, and thanks for all you do behind the scenes. And now we're going to get Burt here. So while you're switching out, I'm going to just remind you all that we are making predictions, and we encourage you to get a piece of paper, write down what we all are doing, and here, and we're going to be talking to Burt, who has the position well, I don't know what his title. Director. He's the director man. And he does a lot of the behind the scenes. He sets up the shows onto YouTube every week. He does the streaming live. He does a lot of the hard technology. Chris, is that true? Am I telling you anything, say anything that's not true? You're the director of the show. No, you're the director of all the other shows here, right? Which is one other. Fresh Perspectives.
We do technical stuff, yeah.
So what does the director do?
Well, the director's like Jeff. He's the one that actually presses the buttons and makes sure that the cameras switch.
Oh, I thought that was engineer.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So between the two of you kind of share the responsibilities on the other side of the wall from me here.
Yeah.
So, you had a good Christmas?
Yeah, we had a decent Christmas.
And you bought a new house this year, so is that your big event?
Yeah, that was
It was
the
a
big
little bit
thing.
consuming. I remember watching you come in here on Saturday morning just like whipped.
Well, we started February, I think it was 9th, that the land bank chose to allow me to purchase the property. We closed on the end of June, and we finally were able to come in just after Thanksgiving.
Wow.
So,
It doesn't seem very fast, but it is pretty fast when you
Yeah.
think about it. You know, when you think about how long it takes to close on things these days. But, well, congratulations. And I saw some pictures from Christmas. Justin showed me. Everything looked really good, painted, and curtains up and everything.
we got to paint the whole house. And
Okay, super. So anything left to do? Little things, probably.
yeah, there's always little
Yeah.
things. There always will be.
Oh, anybody who owns a house knows it's never ending.
Right now, at this point, it's just putting away all the stuff that we brought from our apartment.
Okay. Chris, is there any show or topic that we've covered this year that sticks out in your mind, or that kind of left you up or down or sideways or anything?
I think that there was, there's 52 different shows this year. So you're show 492 right now.
Yes, we are.
How many different...
I don't know.
Who's the guest that you've had on the most?
Your cousin, Greg Carlson.
How'd you know that?
Well, because he tells me that. He's with the veterans group.
You had, let's see here. I have Greg Carlson's been on 12 different times. Your buddy there, Randy Anderson, he's been on 11 different times,
Oh,
not
okay.
including the times he's in our intro.
Okay, yeah.
Since he's now in our intro there.
Right.
You've had on Rick Mascaro and Marianne Spanos 10 times apiece.
Holy cow.
You've had Infinity 9 different times.
Wow. And then this is our 10th season, so coming up. All right, hold on one second. We're going to get a quick phone call. Morning, caller.
Good morning, Doc. Good morning, Chris.
Morning.
Happy New Year. This is Linda.
Hi, Linda.
Hi, Linda.
Happy New Year to you, too.
I hope you have a wonderful New Year. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and Hanukkah
Okay, yeah, we did. I think we all
and
did.
Kwanzaa and all that. Yeah. And what do you think of the weather?
I like it. Personally, it's easy to shovel.
I think it's nice for people who like to travel.
Absolutely, it's a little safer. But today's kind of dicey. Is it snowing out your way right now?
No, it's beautiful.
Nice. Okay, because it was almost like sleep.
The weather is essentially flip a coin, though, nowadays.
Yeah, really. You just
Yeah,
never know.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Well, you continue on with your
Yes.
conversation. You have a wonderful and safe New Year's Eve. And
You as well, Linda.
I will talk to you next year.
Will do. All right. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks, Linda.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so continue. You still
So who is the oldest guest that you've ever had on?
oldest would be.
He was 214 years, 10 months, and 15 days today. If his birthday was today.
My oldest guest, would that be my father-in-law? Or my
Is he
dad?
214 years old?
Oh, 214. Oh, Abe Lincoln. Thanks, Jeff. I didn't hear the 214 today. Oh, 214 years old. Okay.
He'd be 214 years old.
Abe Lincoln. Yes, he's been on twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe next year too. We'll see. All right. Anything else you want to share that's going to mystify me?
No, I was just looking at some of the statistics
Yeah.
and some of the guests that you've had on right before we came on, and
Somebody going to
I mean,
have to
I
tell me
think-
what's our total viewership over all those. It's got to be like, I don't know, 50,000 views or
Yeah,
something crazy.
something like
I
that.
used to keep track of it. I just gave up on it.
But 492 shows, I think. I mean, we've been doing this since 2014.
I know.
So
Coming up on show 500 in February, and then We're going to have our 10th birthday in June or July, the first part of July. Wow. And you were just like a little kid then.
So I think that your show in general and everything that you've covered, from Abraham Lincoln to the students that we've been able to see with Infinity, the entire thing is a collective volume. Is what mystifies that we're able to find all of this in Chautauqua County.
Yeah, and that's what we always say. Our mission here is to do the cool stuff. All right, we only got about 4 minutes left, so I want to definitely get to everything here. So, well, thank you, Chris, for sharing that. Maybe we'll have to share more of those statistics as we go along. So, these are your predictions from last year. Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl. You said no. 1 point. I feel like Dumbledore here. 1 point for Gryffindor. Conviction of the White House guy, or the attack on January 6th. You said yes. Another point. Green Christmas. You said no. Sorry. Gas up or down? You said up. I mean, everybody half a point for that because I don't know. Stock market. You said down. It's actually up, Chris.
Oh, darn.
But the good news is your resolution was to buy a house.
I did.
And you did. So 1, 2, 3.5. You're tied with your dad.
Well, that's interesting.
That's interesting because you guys are never on the same page. And you know the answer to this, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, and I'll share that just in a couple of minutes here for those of you that are wondering what in the world that those numbers stand for. So, resolution for next year, Chris. Anything on your mind?
Well, at this point, I think my resolution is going to be to survive until the end of next year.
To the end of next year? Why?
Well, I mean, specifically at work. I mean, we're going to be working
busy.
every single day of the year.
We have the elections for the president and the primaries and all that.
It's a lot of work, and our entire team will work together to do it. But we just need to sometimes survive to the end and make sure that we can actually take a nap in December.
Okay. All right, here we go. Ready for next year? Belichick, yes or no? Coaching?
Yes.
Oh, somewhere. Okay. Bills in the playoff this year. Knocking on the door. You think they're good? Biden-Trump re-election scenario.
Yes.
Really? Peaceful resolution in the Ukraine, in Russia? No. Mm-hmm. Okay. Peaceful resolution in the Middle East? No. Okay. And your resolution for yourself?
To survive.
To survive. That's it?
Yeah. If I show up here next year, then...
All right.
You don't have to ask for any honesty.
There you go.
Just showing up and walking in the door will be enough.
Chris made his resolution. All right. Well, say it right there. Let me just go through my answers, and we're going to wrap the show up here. All right, folks, this is what Doc said. Bills in the Super Bowl, I said yes. I was wrong. Conviction of the White House people on January 6th, I said yes, and that's true. So I get a point for that one. Green Christmas, I said yes. I got another point. Gas, $3.50 up or down, I said down, and that's true, where I live. That's how I got a point for that. Stock market up or down? I said up. I got to exercise. I got that right. Resolution? I said lose weight or exercise. I actually lost a couple pounds and I do exercise, so I get a point for that. Guess how many points they get? I'll even give myself a half a point for the gasoline. All right, fair's fair. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Guess who get it? I got it. This is the first time I ever came ahead on the resolution and the guesses. All right, so folks, Chris already knows the answer. Some of you others guys. So I put up this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You ready for the answer, Mike in Portland? Randy, are you ready? 12 is December 31. Tomorrow, year 23. So December 31st, 2023. This is the only time I think this is going to happen for another million years.
But see, that only works in the U.S. I mean, there's other ones that do the day first and then the month
That's
and then
true.
the year.
In Europe, it's 31/12.
In computers, we tend to store the year first and then the month and then the day. So it only works in the U.S.
Only in the U.S. So the numbers 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 is December 31st, 2023, and that's tomorrow. And with that, I guess we're going to wrap up the show.
All right.
So, for my crew, Randy, Justin, Jeff, and Chris, and also we got to remember to say hi to Chuck Kelsey, who is like way in the wings on things. Thanks for another great year, and we're going to do this all again in January. So stay tuned. Have a wonderful, safe, happy New Year. And please, if you're going to be out imbibing, drinking, get a designated driver. Take care, folks. We're going to see you next year. I'm Doc Hamels and the crew from Chautauqua Sunrise here at Access Chautauqua, Channel 1301 on Spectrum. See you next time. Bye-bye.